We are making these education activities in order to improve the active learning significantly within the Danish Diabetes Academy. From this challenge we expect that all involved, that means all students, teachers and mentors, do their very best in order to improve active learning. Active learning is a way to improve our educational model to meet the challenge of the diabetes epidemic.
The overall goal for the Danish Diabetes Academy is to educate young diabetes researchers. We would like to have a reputation as an institution that hosts education activities at the highest international level. We expect the students to be more active, meaning that we expect them to be more active before, during and after the winter school. We also expect the students to be more collaborative, and we expect the students to be creative, meaning that they have creative solutions for this wicked problem.
I think it's a very exciting idea to give students a concrete challenge, because I hope it will increase their engagement with the course, and I hope it will lead them to prepare a little bit before they go to the course, which means that they'll be able to ask better questions and get more out of the experts.
I'm expecting the students to learn, but they're going to have to get into the details, really understand the problem. The next thing that I want them to do is to create something. I want solutions to the problem. I want to see strong, original ideas.
I hope that the students and the postdocs will just really engage with each other and gain knowledge from each other, and also see the higher meaning of their research, why they are doing it, not just be focused on one area, but see the broader perspective of diabetes research.
I'm really hopeful that the students will come away from this experience with a whole new idea about the problem, that they'll understand it in a way that they didn't when they came into the program. So this is going to be a collaboration between clinical researchers and basic researchers. Both have different skill sets, and they're going to come together, and you're going to make something really cool out of all of this. At the end of the day, we're all doing this type of work because we want to improve patient welfare. We want to improve the way in which diabetes is prevented and treated. So success from this will be, for me, that we come with solutions that are easy to understand, cost-effective, and ultimately improve patient well-being.
Regarding this Diabetes Academy or Diabetes Challenge, what characterizes this field is actually the wicked problem. What I mean with the wicked problem is that it is stemming from different perspectives. It has multiple solutions, and there's no simple answers. And that's why I think that challenge-driven learning is a relevant approach to your students. I think that when we do this kind of challenge-based learning, we actually put students under a lot of pressure during the learning process. I think that the pressure will lead to a model for creating creativity in our students, and it will help them collaborate in the future. And actually I think it will lead them to cope with challenges in the future work.
One of the professors said something funny here. He said, if you want to see what's inside a lemon, squeeze it. By that he meant that if you want to learn something, you have to have a challenge to learn. And you have to step up to learn, you have to activate yourself, and you have to activate yourself in a collaboration. And during the last 3 months we have been observing a lot of activities within the groups, on the websites. We can follow the data. And now here in Malaga we can see that all the teams have made huge progress in learning, and that they accelerated their learning process in a very good and fast way.
The group's been working hard on developing their solutions. They've come together and they're mixing their expertise and talents across different disciplines. People have very closely related expertise, and others have really tangential backgrounds that come into play when you start talking about creative solutions. And so that's super exciting, because some people are thinking fairly predictably about how you might do this, and other people are coming with complete out-of-the-box solutions, and that's all getting mashed up into this wonderful cocktail of intellect and ideas.
We came into this like scientists, but then when we came here it was more a relaxed and fun way of exchanging knowledge to each other and getting a more innovative way of attacking the challenge.
The Danish Diabetes Academy contributes to my career by providing transferable skills workshop, like presentation skills, grant writing, as well as innovation and how do you take your research and really commercialize it. Just very helpful in moving forward in my career that is now diversifying and becoming not just academic but also a lot of industry based.
I'm actively participating at the events of the Academy, building my scientific networks, which already led to some common projects and publications with, for example, visiting professors of the Academy from all around the world.
One of the big benefits that people like me that came from another country and didn't have a network in Denmark. It was very nice to really get to know at least a few faces. So I very much enjoyed the networking part.
So now that the groups have nailed down the finer details of the solution, what they've got to do is bring that all together into a pitch. They've got to sell their ideas. This is an extremely focused and exciting, energetic process that these guys are going through. I think the usual model of education is one where people get spoken to and then they have to absorb that information. Here they're being thrown into the middle of the mix. There's a lot of pride at stake here. You've got people who are professional, they're young, they're energetic, and they've thrown themselves into this, and now they realise that they've got to perform and they've got to do something that will outshine their peers, and that's a competitive scenario. The key here is obviously there's been learning, there's been collaboration, and at the end of it all there's just this wonderful creativity where I'm hearing lots of things about precision medicine that I've never heard before, and probably will be some of the ideas that get carried forwards by me and others in the future. I think it's just it's a wonderful mix of ideas and energy.
Yeah, welcome to this highlight of the whole course. I learned a new argument today also by one of the students who said, hey, we're not coming anymore to get so many facts and so much information because we can get it so fast on the internet. We're coming to discuss results, to learn about knowledge, to learn how we use knowledge, and also to collaborate and find new friends and find new collaborators. And that's the reason behind this challenge. Welcome. First team winner is number 14. Please come up here.
We have had 3 key learnings from the Diabetes Challenge. The first learning, we have improved our learning outcome by adding creative, active learning to our traditional classroom learning. Secondly, by giving a challenge, we have asked for a solution for a wicked problem, and this have activated the students of the postdocs not only during the winter school but also before and after the winter school. And lastly, the challenge concept has facilitated networking between basic researchers and clinical researchers and between national and international researchers. In the future, we will use a concept like the Diabetes Challenge to enhance the learning, the collaboration and the creativity among young national and young international researchers.
The overall learning has been that we saw that the students collaborated much better both before the course, during the course and after the course. The new thing is that the students are working more patient-orientated. That means that they put their research into a clinical perspective. We really saw that the students like to work with the diabetes channels. So therefore, our aim for the future is to include the diabetes channels in our educational model.